Once again, brain space is being the home of the profound thinkers. I don't think that the world understands the importance of those with the gift and those with the profession. The ones with the profession don't understand how important it is for us to have those without a profession. And those without a profession, they are way too proud and too full of themselves to understand how important it is that we have those with a profession. Whenever we are talking about coming together, okay, once we are together, now what are we going to do, really? Once we are together as one, now what? If we don't understand the concept of here on this earth, we have civilizations who are organized and we have civilizations who are not organized. The ones who are not organized are the ones that we call third world countries. Then we got those who are organized. Those that are organized we call the modern world. We live there. I'm in the UK right now. I live in the modern world. Those in the modern world are the ones who are able to execute both. You are able to have a profession and you are able to not have a profession and still make your one-two work. That is the part that those with the profession at one point will have to understand so that we can come together. We didn't come here to have a profession. We came here to show those with a profession how we can make our dreams work. We need an example for everything. And those with the profession are those to show us that if you focus on one thing, within 12 years, you will be an expert at that. We need the experts, and the experts need those with the blueprint of how to execute dreams in this third dimensional realm, because dreams are ninth dimensional forms. We are third dimensional beings. That is the journey. You can become a scientist, you can become a doctor. That will be a journey, a long lasting journey before you can call yourself that. A dream is the same thing, because you are an expert at the gift that you have given to execute in this earth realm. Because your gift is a seed. It is our duty to fight for freedom, but not with actual fight, not with violence. If you execute your dream, that is the fight. Now we have those with the profession who have given their focus towards having something in this earth realm for you to be able to have a stable one too. Those who are executing their dreams, they don't have a stable one too. But then again, they have everything that they need for their dreams to be standing on a stable one too. Now you are hearing subjects like mental alchemy. Now you're hearing subjects like transmutation. The spirit is where you find the astral realm. That is a magnetic realm, but they need to call it the law of attraction. What is that thing that attracts and holds on? That's a magnet. Scientists will tell you, oh yes, we are electric magnetic beings. Okay, cool, let's put that in a perspective so that we, the normal people, can understand that. Every realm is split in three dimensions. The first and the second we have inside of us, which is the third. The fourth and the fifth we have inside of our mind, the sixth. This is the esoteric realm. That is why we talk so hard about energies. The mind is closer to the body than the spirit. The spirit, the seventh, the eighth, and the ninth dimension, that is what we call the astral realm. Now, when we are talking about the astral realm, you get subjects like astronomy or astrology or mental alchemy. But then again, what are we transmuting? Where does these energies come from? From elements, from planets, from asteroids. That is why within astrology we never speak about Earth, because we are on top of it. We know that we are multidimensional, but we don't know how to look at it or how to explain this. That is hard. That is hard for a person who has actually studied for something. Because when it comes to knowing thyself, why is the rephrasement like that? Know thyself. Because when it comes to knowing thyself, this is something that you need to know. You can't Google this, so you need to know thyself. We are multidimensional. Okay, cool. What does that mean? How many are there? Once it is understood that in the physical realm, you got three dimensions. A masculine force, a feminine space, a androgynous being. And in the astral realm, you got the seventh, the eighth, and the ninth, which makes up the spirit. In the middle, you got the translator of these two realms, which is the esoteric realm. It sounds so much more simple because we can also realize that whenever you go on Google and you type in anything that has to do with spirituality, they will tell you about seven chakras, seven dimensions. You have a mental body, you have a physical body, and you have a spiritual body. And it is a masculine force and a feminine space that brings that body, that form about. Now, if you understand yourself with that concept and you look at that picture on Google with a person sitting in lotus position with seven chakras lined up into his body, now you understand what it means to be unbalanced. And in which perspective are we unbalanced? On a masculine side, on a masculine polar side. Because the seventh is a masculine force. So they reach up until the masculine force. The crown chakra is what they call this, and they don't tell you about the rest. That is to be unbalanced. Now, if you understand that the seventh dimension belongs with the spirit and the eighth and the ninth, the seventh dimension is the masculine force. The eighth, well, by the way, this just came to me. The seventh dimension is the masculine force. This is why they speak about God being a he, and Jesus is a he, and all the prophets are men. This is a masculine force, and with this one, they have builded up the world. If we reach until the seventh dimension, that is what it means to be unbalanced. The seventh dimension belongs with the astral realms. This is the one that we use to make our dreams physical. We still got the eighth dimension, which is the feminine space. You got the masculine force, the seventh dimension, the feminine space, the eighth dimension, and these two together bring about what we call the spirit. And that is from when we go from bottom to top, and that is when we are dying, ascending. When we come from top to bottom, that is when we are being born. That is what it means to come to this place. And those who have created the world has called this a fall, but we are not falling. We are descending to come do what we are doing now all over again while we are ascending. So once we understand ourselves for ourselves, the stories that we read about ourselves, they start sounding like myth. Science starts sounding like myth. Big Bang and all of them, we know what it is if you understand thyself. But those without a profession have to deliver this message to those with a profession. Those with a profession have gone to school for so long that those without a profession sounds like they are talking myth. And once we break through this barrier, that is where we can come together. And once those without the profession can come together with those with the profession, the world will never be the same.